Good morning. We are in beautiful Key West, Florida. The weather could be a little bit better. That's all right. I guess the rest of Florida is going into a freeze over the next couple of days. Back home, just got 18 inches of snow with more coming in. Beggars can't be choosers. I'll take this all day. I need to admit to you a truth, which is the last couple of days, I cheated, and I'm sorry. One of my closest friends decided to fly down to Key West to get away from the storms that were coming in. So my buddy who barely ever travels, that's him, AJ, as I call him. So since he's never been to Key West before, I gotta ask him one question. What's the best part of Key West?
Dude, millionaires, they'll park their Lambos and they'll rent a scooter.
That's why we love Key West. Pretty much getting you closing the door.
Yeah.
Bye, buddy. Love you. And got a hotel, and there was an extra bed, and I couldn't say no. It was 98 degrees in the back of the van that night. Not saying no to that. It was nice, but man, I gotta admit, as nice as that hotel was, and it was AC, it was showers, after 2 days, I started to miss this big old freaking marshmallow. So we're gonna bop around and get a couple things done. It's a lazy Key West chore day, which is probably a sentence I have waited 15 years to say. I would have bet every dollar I had. Granted, I'm not working, so there's not a lot in there, but if I would still bet every dollar that I had, I would not have bet on him to be the one to show up. So he left Massachusetts, went up the overseas highway, got to check out some of the bridges, got to check out some of the Bia Honda. I've been trying to say it right all my life, and then every time I say it a different way, someone says I'm wrong. I don't think anyone really knows how to pronounce it. So that was a good couple days to have him down here. But anyways, chore day, Key West, it's gonna be a good day. One great thing about not being in the van the last couple of days though, is that with all that sun, I don't know if we can see it there, we are back to 85% on the power bank. We were getting a little bit low, we had some cloudy days. I do have a way to charge the batteries off the alternator, but unless I'm doing a long haul drive, I would rather let the sun do its job, just so the alternator doesn't get the extra strain on it. If I end up doing a long haul in the cloudy weather, I'll probably end up hitting that little button, get some extra power. For now, while we're down in Florida in the sunshine state, which has been cloudy probably 75% of the time I've been here, I'm gonna write them a very bad review about that. Like I said, today is chore day, which means that we're going to be kind of rolling this thing off. We're going to be cleaning out the back of the van. We're going to be wiping down the counters. We can start with that right there. Look at that. Already one project done. Pillows out of the way. We might have to do one of those van tour videos, because I know in my packing video, I had a couple silly things that might need a bit of an explanation, and when better than a van tour to explain things like one-armed Samuel L. Jackson, hold on to your butts, Jurassic Park. Great movie. And the other guest that's coming along, and sorry for putting this on YouTube, Disney might get mad. So if I have to take this one video down, I will. But the rest of them, you can't take those down. So that is why we do have Chewbacca. That has a story too. You probably saw him getting strapped into the front seat. He will be back up there again soon, especially once we get traveling west. Shh. What did I just say? Getting turned off. One goal of today is to organize up here. Food's actually doing pretty good being organized. We gotta do the bed. We gotta wipe down the counter spaces. We gotta clean the front. The beach day the other day, sand all over the front. No bueno. That is why I have decided to make Wednesday the unofficial official chore day. There are a lot of great van life folks out there offering some great advice. I did take a lot of it when I was trying to get set up to do this. And one thing they all had in common that they said is, have that one day that you do your chores and act like a regular human being. This life is great. This is fantastic. But you have a day constantly decision. Where you're going to sleep. How you're going to eat. All these things that add up. And then when you set one day aside for resetting everything and getting back to a regular human life, I guess it's best to say, it really is good. I did it last week. I did it off camera because I wanted to kind of just focus in and get it done. Although I think you did see me sweeping a little bit. Anyways, so today is that chore day. You think I burned that 23 minutes yet? I've been sitting back here really just kind of going on and on and on, trying to burn 23 minutes on my washing machine. Hopefully we're done, and then we will get everything into the dryer. We'll get over to the grocery store. We'll get this thing cleaned out. Yeah, is it a tourist day in Key West? No. Doesn't mean we can't try to go find a couple spots that might be fun to hang out for a little bit, right? Even if it is 55 degrees and raining. Got about 40 minutes to burn. I got a pocket full of quarters because I only had a $20 bill, so for a brief moment did feel like I hit the jackpot at the casino. So we're gonna hang out in the van. Don't really want to use the bed until my laundry's done. Got a nice little lounge. I got a little bit of work I gotta get done. I gotta be really productive today because I'm in Key West and it's been 3 days since I've been in this van, so there's a lot to get done. Patriots are going back to the Super Bowl, baby. Sorry, this one's gonna get professionally done. Not quite ready yet. Got him. Whew. And just like that, we're back to good. Sorry you guys didn't get to see the cut on that one. Decided there's no good way to do it in a van without destroying the back and getting hair everywhere. Can't do it outside, not in an area like this, because then my hair is gonna get in somebody else's stuff. When we get out to the little more remote areas of the country, then we will attempt to do this myself. Until then, we'll leave it to the pros. Not today. In a row. The front of the van is clean. The back of the van is clean. I'm clean. Clothes are clean. Sheets are clean. head is shining clean. You can see the sun reflecting off of it, even through those clouds. Look how shiny that is. Chores are done, which means it's time for lunch. And then we gotta go do at least one fun thing. Wouldn't be a day in Key West without doing something fun. I got a couple ideas, but first, lunch. Not sure if you can see it on the camera here, but if you look out on the horizon there, it looks like an armada coming at us. Those are the shrimpy boats out on the edge. It's kind of cool to look at, isn't it? Lunch. Focus. That's a big spoon for that little plastic bucket. It doesn't work. We'll make it work. We're gonna hang here by the water for a moment. We see an empty bench right down there. I'm gonna take a few minutes, enjoy the water, then we'll try my little idea. We've been a very good adult today, which means it's time to do something really fun. So a little bit colder than I thought it was gonna be. I really shouldn't be complaining because like I said, I'm sure our friends up north would not be very happy to know I was complaining about it being 60. The wind chill. The wind chill is what gets you. It's the wind chill. They don't have that up there. Right? Because I do want to get to this spot. I don't think it closes till 6. It is about 4:30 right now, which means we got a little bit of time to get there. And I think that tonight will be the first time that we try to finally cook in the van. We got some real food to make. We are no longer doing the ham and cheeses. They might make a comeback. I mean, we have to do that. But a little bit cooler the next couple days, so we're going to make a good meal that warms the soul, right? You need a home-cooked meal tonight. So we're going to do a little time warp around the island, go to this little spot I have in mind, hang out there for a little bit, and then we got to find home for the night. I have a couple ideas in mind, but while we're at the spot, we'll do some research, and that's where we'll find out where we're camping. Time warp time! Headed, it looks like there may be some sunshine to peek. Don't know if that means it's gonna warm up at all because it is 59 degrees right now. This is the single coldest day I've ever seen in Key West. That's my luck, isn't it? So we changed the plan for tonight. We are gonna skip that spot I want to go to just because they close at 6. It was about 5 o'clock, just didn't make sense to go. I brought us right back to where we had our lunch. We cleaned the van, and you know what? I'm okay with that. I think we're gonna have a good view of the sunset here. Not as good as down in Mallory Square, which is the famous spot for the sunset in Key West, but I think we're gonna have a little bit more of our own private view. I got another spot lined up that I'm gonna go to for tonight, but this seems like a great spot to hang out for the evening. So I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna enjoy the views. I'll probably show you a little bit of the sunset as well, because if you haven't seen a Key West sunset, man, you gotta go find a way to go do that, because this place is famous for a reason. As soon as the sun starts to go down, I'm gonna take you outside, we're gonna go check that out, and then we're gonna go on to find our home for the night after we hang out back there for a little while, because we finally have electricity. I don't think I've watched TV or a movie since my 3rd night out when I watched the classic Goonies. I mean, that was a good night. I'm gonna hang out here for a few, like, sun's going down, and then we're just gonna relax for a bit and then go find home. Good news and the bad. Good news is we got our first meal in the van. Bad news is the place that I'm parked, I just discovered you can't stay overnight. An officer just came by to very kindly and professionally let me know that, in fact, I cannot be here after sunset. Did not know that. We just learned that today. Won't be doing that again. So, but the nice thing is he was so nice and so professional and so courteous. He did say I could finish the first meal. So we're gonna finish this first meal. I'm gonna get out of here, but let's try it. That will do. Not only do we make it in the meal in the van, I used to make this at home all the time. This is honey garlic chicken over ramen. I buy little 30-cent ramen packages at the store, throw away the packets, make a honey garlic mixture, and this came out fantastic. That was really good, actually. I'm gonna get out of here, get out of the way. The area that I'm in, place set up down the street, then I'm gonna go stay here for the evening, about 5 minutes or so. So check in with you guys when I get there. Until then, I'm gonna enjoy 5 more minutes of this. See you there. So we are home for the night. I am exhausted. It's been a long day. We got a lot of chores done. We got a lot of things that we need to get done. Get caught up around the van after being away from it for a couple days. We're cleaned up up front. We're cleaned up back. Those sheets are clean. My clothes are clean. I'm clean for the first time in a couple days. I'm excited. Everything's clean right now. So I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna call it a day. We're gonna have to go back into Key West though because there's so much down there and it's gonna be such an awesome place to visit. I'm excited to make another video down there. Vanlife is a lot more difficult down there. It probably may be, from what I can read online, the most difficult place to van life in the entire country. And that's where I decided to go first. Good decision, right? I guess if I can do it here, I can do it anywhere. I'm gonna go to bed. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you could, please down below with the subscribe and those like and share buttons and comments. Please tell me what you love about this video, what you hated about this video, what I'm doing great, what I'm doing bad. Probably a lot of it. I love you guys. Have a good night. I'm exhausted. Bye.